Hello there and welcome to Awesome Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans will kick it away to get this game going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the Salts are able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, USC.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. And your head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. Powers through. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Direct snap to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down, living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Receiver makes the grab. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the offense now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff running right. Runner with an impressive spin move there. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but
looking for a deep completion. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quick throw caught on the left side. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He's going to pull down and run. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. They're going to run it. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Motion now from the tight end. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wide out. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, SC. This offense really clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. And on the carry, he's heading left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Want to make an adjustment for this critical down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This try is no good. Lead remains at 14 after the miss. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. When he's taken down behind the line, he's going to lose a yard or two. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And now they'll set up for the point after. Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Trojans will kick this team to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Gets right on the sidelines is enough to move the sticks.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Hits the running back in the flat. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go quickly. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Rings up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that
if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Oregon.
1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. They have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country. And you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Will hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Trojans offense is on the move now. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Trojans will have to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. offense comes back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He'll hand it off. Gets some space and on the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people...
Looking to throw it deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the single back takes the handoff. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Oregon 7, USC 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
On the
The
double.
Ducks with 1st and 10 here.
Double right.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip.
In blue. In blue.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Pick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But we stopped short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll throw it now. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Trojans will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught quickly. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
On the set.
The back's got it again. In the clear at the 25. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team pins it in and brings him down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Ball handed off. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Gets rid of it on the move. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes, a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Defense is coming after him. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. And they'll just down it right here. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. An inside give now from the shotgun. Plenty space at the 20. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors offense now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. This will be down on the opponent's end near midfield. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And now the handoff. Tackle made it to 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They go with a direct snap. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. That one hurts. Knocks him up 10 yards. Second down and goal upcoming. And here's the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for...
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4 inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's got it again. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. It's a shotgun run call. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Marked down at the 44. Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble now. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Oregon 17, USC 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. This is the 6th play on the drive. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Going to try to use his legs here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment in the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Ducks are going to cash in this red zone trade. We go with a direct snap. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Oregon.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team.
Number 18 on the field goal.
And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Comes the USC offense back on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.